I met my wife Marty at work. I worked at a bank and she would regularly come in. We started dating soon after that. We didn't have any discussions about God. She knew that I went to church, and she grew up in an unchurched background, and she was very leery or skeptical about her faith.
I think I'd always assumed there was a God. I didn't really know enough to have questions, and so when I met Jaymi, obviously he told me that he went to church, and that was just something that I wasn't really interested in and didn't really feel like I needed that in my life. And so for a while we did not attend until our son came along.
So we started attending different churches, searching for what we were looking for, what would make us happy as a family. And well, after we had decided on a church that we liked, and again, it was real hard for us to meet people, so I reached out in an email to the minister of the church and explained our story and how shy we were and how we weren't accustomed to meeting new people very well. And so we met for coffee. We decided to meet for coffee, and he mentioned the story of redemption class. And he said it would be good for Marty. We talked about Marty's unchurched background, and he mentioned this class.
I was interested because I really had no knowledge at all of the Bible. I remember when Jaymi and I first started dating, one of the gifts he had given me was a Bible, and I remember kind of reading some of it then, but really didn't make it, very far into it. I've tried to teach Braden about God. Was one of the very first things we did was we bought the children's Bible and going through and reading through that, going through those stories. They were stories that I'd obviously had heard the most popular stories, but there's a lot of those that I did not know. And then now that I've been reading my Bible, then I can be like, oh yeah, I remember reading that in Braden's Bible when we first started.
He really excels. He's learned more Bible verses in the last 6 months than I think either one of us has, and he still knows them.
We actually have been taking a class called Grace-Based Parenting, and it's one of the things that, kind of relates parenting our child to how God as parents us is, to love them no matter what, and give them forgiveness even if they may not deserve it. And then again, just kind of relating that to our relationship with our child, but yet we have that, with God too. Going through the Bible study at the church, when we got to the end, I remember they went around and asked everyone, about their experiences, and at that time it just came to me that, no matter what I've done in my life, that God is there for me, and He's going to forgive me for everything I've done, and will continue to forgive me for everything I will do. And I just went ahead and made that decision to be baptized. On the day of my baptism, I think, like Jaymi had mentioned, that we were both very excited. I think I was very proud of that was going to be happening, that my son was going to get to witness that.
Small groups have been great. We've made a lot of friends through our small groups. Obviously start feeling a bond towards these people. They feel they're kind of your extended family in a lot of respects. So in any situation, you start leaning on them and they start leaning on you when you need it. And one of the best parts is just the prayers that are offered, because they're very specific to those members in your group. And to know that your friends and family are praying for you is pretty powerful. As teachers, I teach at the high school level. Marty teaches kindergarten. We hear a lot of stories from our kids, and we see a lot of things that really just tug on your heart quite a bit. And there's been several instances where we've tried to help kids that just didn't have what we had growing up or even now.
I feel like, after being baptized, that our relationship, it's always been a good relationship, I feel like, but I feel like it's even stronger now, and we have the common bond of our faith. Through the study that we just completed, one of the things that was the main focus was to reach out and how to serve other people. And I have a lady that I work with that her father just passed away, and she has suffered from depression throughout her life. And I've tried my best to reach out to her and let her know that, I will be here for her. I'll be here to pray with her if she needs me to. Well, obviously, after I was baptized, I, was telling people at work about that. And just recently, one of the girls that I work with has expressed an interest in coming to church with us and kind of talking to me about, how my beliefs have changed and strengthened through the church that we're attending, and has expressed an interest to coming with us.